The Cape has already shown at 45 festivals worldwide. As reported by the creators, he received 8 awards, including the Grand Prix at festivals in Armenia, Croatia and Morocco. Half of the funding from the budget of the film, which totaled 10 million, provided the state agency of Ukraine for the movie, when the authors won the pitching in 2014. Jeep mission with 2 representatives of the Aussie disappears without a trace, and it is worthy. No salary, no president, no police, as he explains one of the characters. A local resident who takes him under his wing, on the light tattoo of the Statue of Liberty, and plans to install solar panels in the yard, but so far, the water clock, and a battered hut, like a fortress on a vacant lot with scenic views. At home, he holds a shield with the square, past the main character passing tanks to Donbass, but it is only distant echoes of modernity, where nothing has changed over the years. Maiden there, war is there, pointing Uncle Vova. And here we have the wild field. Lucas, for everything else, and just immersed in a midlife crisis, the fit 7-year cycle, as if in the deep waters of Kakhovka Reservoir. Hiding in a remote village, he tries to find himself. When I planned the scenario in the early 2010 years, in the story the main character was an alien who got stuck in the Odessa airport because of the volcanic eruption in Iceland. After that he started his journey in the Ukrainian heartland. As time went on, the story is brought up to date, and the name Volcano has left. Now the title of the film symbolizes the precarious condition in human life that resembles the inner volcano, when he is about to explode, and disasters. Reminiscent of the volcano and the mounds which abound in the steppes of Kherson, says one of the authors of the script, Daria Averchenko. For among the cast are 2 professional actors. The main character, for example, played a sound engineer, Sergei Stepansky. The types of characters and situations drawn from real events. The film was originally conceived as a documentary, and hero Dylan had a real prototype. It all adds realism to the story, although sometimes looking at her is not easy. Maybe it's not the things we want to see, but it demonstrates the level of cinema, which is cool, says the head of the agency Filip Ilyenko. The picture in the film is really beautiful. As noted by the film's director Roman Bondarchuk, the Crimea and the Carpathians often act as a place of events to Ukrainian films, but the Kherson region have been unjustly forgotten. In the film, her show not too attractive. After all, the terrain here is more like a collective image of Ukrainian neglected hinterland, where nothing changes regardless of who comes to power. However, the picturesque scenery and the local mysticism of the film conveys well. The scenery of the reservoir, burnt by the sunflowers and vast expanses of fields are woven into the philosophical conversations the characters and occupy almost as much screen time. And for fans of romance, there's even a love story. The film shows what happens when you get out of your usual bubbles, and how can you be a foreigner in their own country. This is a film about the earth, that it is necessary to love and protect, to speak with people who live near us, developing a dialogue, says the director. The music for the film was written by the famous group Dakabraka. Their song, Pleave Shoven, sounds during the end credits, and in the film appears in the execution of a ghostly choir of the field as a local mirage. Cons: the film stretches like a hot and sticky summer day in the south, where it was removed. Trembling camera or a long static scenes only enhance this effect. So fans of action and stunning plot development may be disappointed by the absence of rapid flow events. It's not an entertaining movie, say the creators of the film. But the full film is 2 different movies, says Filip Ilyenko. The main character is hardly charismatic. It takes a passive part in everything that happens, like the detached buoy, appears and disappears in the surrounding waters. Lucas was left to the mercy of the waves of events, allowing others to decide what to do. Despite the grotesqueness of the plot, the film can hardly be called absolute comedy. And in general, to determine the genre of can neither the creators nor the sponsors of the ribbon. This is an example of art cinema, which is impossible to repeat by other means, describes the Volcano, Filip Ilyenko.